welcome back to my channel. Here we are still working on the building drawing for beginners. Here we are teaching the students that are just about to learn building drawing in technical drawing. So we have worked on the floor plan as we have it here. You may not see all, but we have a video for that, so you can watch that video. And now we want to work on the front elevation as we have questions that we are been given to work on here. So we have worked on the floor plan. Now we want to work on the front elevation of the building. So number one thing that we need to know is that the building is being viewed in this direction. This is the front of the building. So this is the front of the building as we have here. So now we are going to stand here. So look at what you can see on this surface of the building. So if I'm standing at the front of this building here, so I'm going to see the edge of this wall. I will see this window. I will see these doors. I will see this window, and I will also see the edge of this wall. So those are the things that I'm going to see at the front of this building. So what we are going to do first for the construction of the front elevation of this building is that we are first of all going to draw a horizontal line. So here we draw horizontal line here. So this horizontal line that we have drawn, so we stand as the alright, so this line that we have drawn here is known as the ground level line. So ground level line is we write GL here. So write GL here, very, very important. So you write capital letter G and L here. So this is the ground level line. So the next thing that we are going to do, as I said, that we are going to see the edge of this wall when we are standing here. So with the set square, we are going to draw a vertical line from this point. So from this point, so we draw a vertical line. So just take the vertical line, so take it down like this. Okay, so alright, so we have this. Then for this window that we have here, so you also draw a vertical line from here down. Okay, so draw like this. And then so coming to this point here, so we also draw a vertical line from this point. Okay. Alright, so then next, so from this point, so draw a vertical line for this door like this. And then so coming to this point here, so draw a vertical line down. Okay, and then so coming here, so we also draw a vertical line down. Okay, so coming to this point here, so we also draw a vertical line down. And then so this point, we also draw a vertical line down here for this window. And then lastly, so the edge of this wall that we are going to see here, so we take down a vertical line. So this is the vertical line. So all these lines are very, very important. So having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that we need to get the floor level line. The floor level line. If you look at the building where you live, you see that the ground level where you step on when you are outside the building is lower than the floor level. So the floor level is higher above the ground level when you are outside. So the where you step on the outside of the building is the ground level. So when you enter in, the floor that you step on is what we call floor level. But it depends on the nature of that environment, so where the building is constructed. What I mean by that is that so sometimes the ground level may be higher than the floor level, but in this case we are assuming that the floor level is higher than the ground level. So we have the ground level line. So now we are going to take the measurement of the floor level line. So just take a measurement of 1.5 millimeters. 1.5 millimeters. So I will also come here and take 1.5 millimeters. So you can take 1 or 1.5 millimeters. So that will not be stated, or that may not be stated in the specifications. So that's why I do not bring the specifications for this. So all you have to do now is to join these 2 points together. So this line will represent the floor line or the floor level line. So I'm going to write FL here. So for you to know that if you see FL in your objective question, it means floor line or floor level. Okay, so we have it here now. So we have the floor level line here. So now, so why did we take the floor level line? Because of what we want to do here. So when we come to the specifications for the front elevation and the right end elevation that we're asked to draw. So in the specifications for the front elevation, so we have that the floor to ceiling height is 4,500. Sorry, I ought to have changed this. So I'm going to make it 3,100. 3,100. So this one, there's something I stated it for. So here we have this to be, so it's going to be 3,100. So I'm going to change it to 3,000. So 3,100. Okay, so 3,100. So if it's not given to you in an exam, so make use of 3,100 or 3,000. But here I'm going to use 3,100. So this 3,100, we divide it by 100 because the scale that we are using is 1:100. So, and that will give us 31 millimeters. So from the floor level line, so take a measurement of 31 millimeters. This is 31 millimeters here. So and then so you draw horizontal line. So if I take it here, let me take it here at the same time. So this is 31 millimeters. So I'm going to draw horizontal line. So through these 2 points. So draw horizontal line. So through this point. So and extend the line outside. So we have this now. So having done this, the next thing that we are going to do is that, so we need to bring down the east projection. So from this line, this is the east projection that we drew around the floor plan. So the east projection is 6. So even if we don't take that measurement, so I can just come here. So this is the edge of the external wall. This is the edge of the external wall. So all I have to do is to take a measurement of 6 millimeters, because east projection is given to us as 600. So 600 by 100 is 6 millimeters. So that's why we are taking 6 millimeters here. So take a measurement of 6 millimeters outward. Okay, so at this point, we are going to erect a vertical line at this point. So erect a vertical line at this point like this. Okay, and then so coming to this side also, we erect a vertical line like this. Okay, so then the next thing that we are going to do is to take the measurement of fascia board. So for fascia board, okay, so I usually use 3 millimeters or 4 millimeters, and sometimes I use 5 millimeters. So in this case, I will make use of 5 millimeters. So this is the fascia board. So the fascia board is the plank that you see that you see when you are looking at the roof. So you see that plank, that flat plank at the front of the building. So it also goes around the roof. Okay, so it will be on the front side, back side, left and right side of the building. That's what we call fascia board. So in this case now, so we join these 2 points together, so to make the fascia board. So this is the fascia board now. Okay, so this space, so it represents the fascia board. So the next thing that we are going to do is for the roof. So for the roof, so the pitch angle, so the pitch angle will be stated in the roof. So this is the specifications for the roof. So we have the pitch angle to be 30 degrees, and the type of roof that we are dealing with is a gable roof. Gable roof with corrugated aluminum sheet. Okay, so the pitch angle is 30 degrees. So what we are to do with this 30-degree pitch angle is that we are going to take the set square, 30-degree set square. So set it at this point so set at this point. So at this point on the fascia board, so set like this, and draw a line from this point at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, so and then so at an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, all right, so and then so we also set it in this direction at this point on the fascia board at an angle of 30 degrees. So you also draw this line to touch this line. Now in this case, so this the type of roof that we are dealing with is a gable roof, as I said, but there is something that we are going to take note of here. Now, what is that thing that we are going to take note of? So the roof is not going to be in a triangular form like this. It's going to be in a rectangular form. Why? Because of the ridge that we have here. So in the floor plan, though I have not put it here in the floor plan that we drew, but we have the ridge, so it goes in this direction. It goes in this direction. It means that if we are standing here, what we are going to see as an orthographic view of the roof will be a rectangle. Okay, it will be a rectangle. So that is what we are going to do. So it is not going to be a triangle like this. Take note of that because of the direction of the pitch angle. So the pitch angle is in this direction. So it means that it's going to be okay at the end here. On the end side, we are going to have a triangle, but on the front side, we are going to see it as a rectangle. So that is what we have there. So what we have to do now is that we take our T-square and we come up here like this. Okay, then we draw horizontal line through this point to the left side and also to the right side. So we have this now. Okay, then if you look at the roof itself, so I'm going to draw this line. So I will take this line of the east projection, I will take it up to touch the horizontal line that we just drew, and I will also do the same thing on this side. So draw it to touch the, okay, so we have this. Okay, then I will come down here, so extend this horizontal line on the facial board, extend the horizontal line to the right and extend it to the left side. Okay, so what we are to do now, if you look at the roofing material, it goes a little bit beyond the roof itself, beyond the ceiling. It goes a little bit beyond the ceiling. Just go outside your building and look at the distance between the end of the ceiling and the roof. There is a little distance between them. So the roofing material goes a bit beyond the ceiling itself. So that is why we extended this line and this line. So that little distance, I'll just make it 30 millimeters. So just take a measurement of 30 millimeters to this side. So on this line, I do the same thing here, 30 millimeters to this side. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to draw a vertical line from here. So I'm going to make it a thick line at once. So make it a thick line at once. So we draw a line, a vertical line here like this to touch the line, just to touch this line. Okay, so we draw it like this, and then so we come to this side and do the same thing. So draw a vertical line from here to touch this line like this. Okay, so that is what we have here. Okay, so and then so we also have what we call pitch angle. Oh, sorry, we also have what we call the ridge. So the ridge also has to be shown. So this line, we are going to make it a thick line like this. Okay, then come down a little bit for the ridge. So the ridge is the component of the roof that at the topmost part of the roof. So the last thing on top of the roof is what we call the ridge. So that's what they use to cover the space between the two slanting sides of the roof so that water will not drip in. Okay, so we need to show that. So just come down a bit and draw this line like this. Okay, so this represents the ridge cap. So we call it ridge cap. So and then so this line, so we are going to make it a thick line. So from here to this end, so make it a thick line from here to this end here, and then we also make this line a thick line. So from here to this end, so that is for this is for the facial board. Okay, so and then so make this line a thick line. So this short line, we make it a thick line here, and we also make this line a thick line. So we have completed the roof in this case. So the next thing that we are going to do is to work on the windows and the doors that we have here. All right, to fix the windows, so we go to the specifications for the front elevation. So here we have the specifications for the windows. So as we have used it in the plan, so all windows sliding in aluminum frame And the details of the dimensions of the windows, we have 1200 by 1200. As I said that this first one is the width, while the second one is the height of the window. So we have made use of the width of the window in the floor plan as we have it here, and that is what we have projected here. So 12 millimeters down. So the height is also 1200, so in which if we divide by 100, that will also give us 12. But before we can fix the windows, we need to locate the height of the door, so the top of the door. Because if you look at the windows of your building, you see that the top of the door and the top of the windows, they are at the same level. They are at the same level. So that's why we need to first of all determine the top of the door first before we can construct the window. So in the specifications as we have here, so for the doors, so we have that the height of the door is that is DD that we have here, because the entrance door is what we have here. So there are two doors. Okay, so the height of the door is 2100. So if we divide that by 100, that will give us 21. So what we have to do is to take a measurement of 21 millimeters from the floor level up. Take a measurement of 21 millimeters. So I will come here. So this is the floor level, and I will take a measurement of 21 millimeters. So this is 21 millimeters. Okay. So now, so I'm going to draw horizontal line. So I will draw horizontal line within this space like this. Okay, or I draw it all through like this. Okay, so we have this now. All right, so now, so let's go and construct the window. So what we have to do now, so take a measurement. So take a measurement of 12 millimeters, and before that we also need to take a measurement of 1 millimeter for the frame of the window. So just take 1 millimeter down. So I'm not going to be taking that measurement. I'll just draw. So the same thing will applies to that of the door. So just draw this horizontal line as I've done it here. So from the second line that we just drew, take 12 millimeters down. So this is 12 millimeters here. Okay, so here you draw horizontal line again. So you draw this horizontal line. On this side we have a window here, and we also have a window on this side here. Okay, so then I'll come down so by 1 millimeter. So I'm not going to take the measurement, so I'll just draw. So just draw like this. Okay, so on this side also draw like this. Okay, so that's what we have there. And again, so we are also going to so for here, so we are going to come out a bit by 1 millimeter. So draw a vertical line here like this. So I'll make it a thick line at once for the frame of the window. So just draw this. Okay, so come to this side 1 millimeter away from the first line. So draw this line. Okay, so on this side I will do the same thing. Just move away by 1 millimeter. So draw this line, and also so make this line a thick line at once like this. Okay, so I will also do the same thing on this side. So 1 millimeter away. So draw this, and then we draw this. All right, so we are fixing the windows now. So all I have to do now is to make this line a thick line. So make this line a thick line. So make this line also a thick line here. So make this line a thick line like this. So we also make this line. Okay, so we have make this line a thick line. Okay, so on this side also I'll make this line a thick line here. Also make this line a thick line so that we can see the windows clearly. So that is the purpose of making it thick. Okay, so these are sliding windows as we are instructed. So all we have to do now, so we need to break it down into two pieces. So if you look at sliding windows at home, so you see that they are in two pieces. So break it down into two by drawing a vertical line in the middle here. Okay, so also, so come out a bit, so draw a vertical line here, and on this side I will also do the same thing. So draw a vertical line here, and also draw a vertical line here. Okay, so now, so we also have glass within this. So to show that this is glass, so what we have to do, so we just draw some lines like this. So this is symbol for glass. So this is symbol for glass. Okay, so I'll come down here and do the same thing. So to show that this is made of glass. So that is what I'm doing here. Okay, so we have shown this, and then so they are sliding windows, so you have to draw two lines like this to show that they are both sliding. So put an arrow head here, so put an arrow head here. So come to this side and do the same thing. So let's show that this is made, this is glass. So just come and draw some lines like this. So this is symbol for glass, and you also do the same thing here, show that this is made of glass. So just draw the line, and then so put two lines here and put arrowhead on them like this. So they are sliding, so they are moving. Okay, so we have fixed the windows as we have here. So now let's look at how we can fix the doors. All right, to fix the doors as we have here, so we have gotten the width of the height and the width of the door. So what we have to do now is to create the frame. So just come out a bit, so 1 millimeter. So so draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, and then so we come to this side, we also draw a vertical line. Okay, so and then so draw this line. Okay, so here you also make this line a thick line. Okay, so then this line, so draw this line down here. All right, so and then so these two lines that we have here, so make them thick lines. Okay, so make them thick lines like this. And then so the type of doors that we have here, they are panel door as said in the specifications. So they are panel doors. Let me bring the specifications as we have here. So this DD, so panel doors in 100 by 50 timber frame. Okay, so what we have to do now is that we need to design it as a panel door. So in the middle here, I will draw a line like this in the middle. So to come in a bit, so I'll draw a line like this. So I can leave it. So we have so I can leave it like this, but this is wooden panel door. It is wooden. So to show that this is made of wood, so just draw something like this. Okay. Okay. All right. So that is made of wood. Okay. So we have this one. I can just put so something here like this for the lock. So I can just put it here like this. All right. So we have completed the door. So what I'm going to do now, so for the inner part of the building, so this part here we can't see it, so it is hidden from all from outside, so you have to draw it with short dashes line, so as we have here. So and then this also, so we also have to draw this with short dashes line as we have it here. Okay. All right, so and then so the edge of this wall here, so the edge of this wall so has to be drawn with a thick line. So we make this a thick line from here down. Okay, so and also so we also make this a thick line from here down. Okay, so we have the edge of this wall. As you can see the edge here, we can see the edge here. So this is the front elevation. All right, this is the front elevation. So write front elevation here and write the scale 1:100. It's as simple as I've done it here. Let's meet on that of the right hand elevation. Thank you and God bless you.